Hola amigos, Javier here for Hum of the Earth. Today is a very special video because we'll be going, or attempting to get there, all the way to Cusco, which is on the other side of Peru from Nazca. I did a little bit of research about this road, and someone described it as being one of the most beautiful in the world. That's because we'll be seeing the majority of Peru's different geographical environments. Right now we're in the desert, and as we climb from what was pretty much sea level in Nazca all the way to 4,800 meters near Cusco, we'll be seeing Peru's different environments. So that's pretty exciting. And what's also kind of exciting is that it's a pretty adventurous ride. It's going to be pretty desolate, which means not a lot of shops, not a lot of hotels, which means I'll be dusting off the old tent that's been dead weight since my emergency camp on the way to Medellin. So that'll be interesting. See if everything is there and it works. And yeah, other than that, some dehydration, potential altitude sickness from being on the coast. Let's do it. So originally the plan was to get to El Tambo, but it looks like the further I go up, the more rain there's going to be. There's this big cloud here, but if that one just moves over, then it looks like it would be in the clear. So there's a chance of being dry over here, back downhill a little bit, not too far, hopefully. And yeah, so in this little town here, I stopped, bought some water and cerveza, and I already have food from this morning that I bought in Nazca, so let's go prospecting. That it was safe. Pretty happy with this one. As flat as you'll find around here. Good privacy from the highway. No cars can see me. There's only this little dirt road and this one part where if someone looked behind them they could see me, but it seems pretty unlikely. So feeling pretty good about the spot and about my ability to remember how to set up the tent. And I think I've actually set it up so that if the rain protecting part of the tent still works, I should stay dry. Minus a few cracks in the window here. But even with that, it could, yeah, we'll see. Feels good to be back out with the crickets. This morning I opened my screen door and the first thing I see, it's not really capturing it, but a tarantula. It didn't even move when I started leaving. It's just waiting for me. Day 2. So I got some rest last night, but not the greatest sleep, which is usually the case when you're wild camping, at least for me. Made it to Waiua, which is 57 kilometers away from Nazca, but that's with 2,400 meters in elevation climb, and we're definitely not done climbing yet. So for today, going to at least be making it to Pampas, Galeras, where I heard there's hospedaje, which is a hotel. And maybe a bit further if I'm feeling especially spry, but that would require another night of wild camping with the tarantulas probably, because the next town with hospedaje is 86 kilometers away from here, and again all climbing, so that would be tough. Well, but we'll see what happens. I've made it to the, I guess you can call it a hamlet, it's less than a town, of Pampas, Galeras. And there's a park entrance here where I was told there was a hospedaje. And it's not really hospedaje, it's just kind of some beds here. Amenities include a power outlet, and you can leave your beer just about anywhere and it will stay cold, because it is freezing here. I think we're at like 4,000 meters in altitude. Not much more services than that. Bathroom not functional, but it is free, so that's pretty good. And they said they offered some buckets of cold water if I wanted to wash myself, which I think I will partly do that. Not looking forward to it, but it's been 2 days, so probably should. El grande es Yanaco.
Sí, los grandes
de allá, el que tiene coloración negra.
Ajá. Y aquí es vicuña, el
los dos de acá
piquito.
son vicuña. El de acá es el macho. Este es un macho y esta es la chiquita hembra, se llama Baby.
are the vicuñas. Those are mature vicuñas. This one is a baby. These back here are guanaco. So these are all like wild forms of llamas and alpacas, which are domestic versions of the animal. Look at this guy. It's kind of like a squirrel mouse. Sorry, squirrel rabbit. Maybe a bit of mouse in there too. Yeah, no, more of a squirrel rabbit. Pretty cool. Pretty neat place. And they even have a little museum where the employees actually gave me a personalized tour, and all for free. Unfortunately, the light wasn't great because they don't have lights in the museum, so I'll be headed back there tomorrow morning to get some shots and to try my best to translate what they said. He's watching me. So this room has all animals that are found in the park. Vicuña. This cactus.
Perdiz.
Predator cat. Kind of like a coyote. Flamingos come here during the rainy season to eat. Guanaco. Cougars. Deer. Llama. So I've made it to the town of Puquio, which was 67 kilometers away from Pampas, Galeras this morning. Pretty easy day actually, a lot of downhill, but still decided to stop in Puquio because it's the last bigger town in a while. So it was nice to get a hot shower, get my laptop connected to the internet, upload some videos, get some groceries, and go to bed early for tomorrow, which should be an adventurous day. Good morning. So after getting breakfast, I was chatting with some locals, asking if there was any possibility of a hotel or hospedaje, mainly because the internet here was pretty slow, so my video, wasn't able to upload a full video, and of course it doesn't seem like there was for the next at least 100 kilometers. But not only that, I was talking to this guy and he was telling me that where I was more or less planning to make it, Negro Mayo, he was telling me that there was snow there, and not really equipped for that. The times where I was in the States and it got close to freezing, it was pretty uncomfortable. I don't really have a sleeping bag or sleeping pad that's meant for that kind of weather. So I've been walking around town inquiring about different ways to maybe skip past this next stretch, because I've heard after that stretch it's not quite as cold. And sure enough, I first asked some bus companies here, and there was nothing really going today, and they didn't even seem sure like they wanted to have my bicycle or not. After kind of just walking around town, I see a guy with a pickup, and sure enough, he's going in the right direction in Chalhuanca. He says, "We're going to eat breakfast. Can you meet us in half an hour here?" And that works for me. So yeah. Oh, and I had a flat tire too, so everything is working out.
Así debe ser siempre esa zona, ¿no? Sí, esa partecita debe ser así. Más altura y...
Pretty awesome. So as you saw there was some snow on the ground in Negro Mayo where I was planning, which means that the ground is frozen, and because I didn't have a sleeping pad or sleeping bag that was for winter, that means that I would have froze. have seen the snow, I would have elected to pick another spot. But anyways, glad I got a ride. And we didn't actually finish in Chalahuanca. I'm actually now closer to Abancay, which is quite a bit further down the line, but I'm on a bit of a time crunch to get to Patagonia before it's winter down there, so I can't really say no to a free fast forward. And yeah, big thanks to my new amigos. When we got here, I offered to pay. Of course, they did not accept it. I didn't think they would. We're just going through formalities at that point. Then we went for lunch and they paid for my lunch, and of course wouldn't accept me paying for it. So yep, nothing else I can say. Typical of the incredibly generous Peruvian people. And if ever you guys are in Canada at some point in the future, I will do my best to return the favor. Getting out of town was quite the workout. And I also have a pretty late start today. Slept in a little bit and then realized I had to change my inner tube, and in doing so discovered that my back rim is severely cracked to the point where I'm not sure if I'll make it to Cusco. It might just fall to pieces before then, but we shall see. ,4,800 meters in elevation, and there's rainbows. So after a lot of climbing, things eventually went downhill in a good way. Made it to Kirawasi. This is my room. Private bathroom, hot water, Wi-Fi, and all for the low price of 20 sols, which is only like $6 US. So pretty incredible value. Pretty starved. Let's get something to eat. Let's go. Pretty beautiful stuff. Another nice view from my hotel room window. Pretty nice town. Chill vibes. Final travel day to Cusco. About 80 kilometers away, and there should be quite a bit of climbing. So a bit of a long day, but I am looking forward to it because I ran into some fellow cycle tourists who began their journey in Chile, and they were saying that this last stretch here before Cusco was really beautiful. Let's see what it has to offer. Almost looks like the palm trees from the Cocora Valley in Colombia. So that was the Sarawasi archaeological site. It's apparently a ritual ceremony place. That's all I had. I'm not sure if it's Incan or not, but maybe I'll do the research and add some subtitles. Cusco. We made it. Yesterday was a bit of a toughie. More climbing than I was expecting, but I think it will be worth it. Must be a reason why there's so many gringos here. Looking forward to seeing more and learning more about the city that was once the capital of half of South America. So the next video will be a city tour and history video. And there are a lot of cool archaeological sites in and around Cusco. So we'll be seeing at least one of those. That will be another video. It should be pretty interesting. And yeah, I'm pretty excited for the city. From what I've seen already walking around, seems pretty neat. Lots to see and do. And I hope you enjoyed the journey here with me. If you'd like to see more of the awesome stuff that I got to see in Peru, you can head over to my YouTube channel and select the Peru playlist to see all those videos. I was in Peru as part of my journey bicycling from Canada to Argentina. If you'd like to see an interactive map of everywhere that I went and everything that I did, that interactive map is available over on my website, followthehumoftheearth.com, where you can click on the different locations and see the blog posts and videos I've made of those places. And if you'd like to follow my continuing adventures, you can do so by subscribing to my YouTube channel. And if you notice that I haven't reached 1,000 subscribers yet, I'd appreciate you subscribing, because once I reach 1,000, I can start making a little bit of money from my videos so I can keep this journey going. All right, bye for now.